Yo guys, it's Jimmy and I'm back today with another banger. And it's going down today. I got my dog F-150 here and I'm gonna swap thermostat out on it. It ain't too bad, but he's been having a little heating problems with it, so we're gonna go ahead and swap the thermostat. We done already went to Advance. Sorry I couldn't give you guys that footage, but I'll be headed back there soon because I typically go back there every day. But so I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing cool off. We've been already out here for probably about like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna let it cool off for at least about like 30 minutes or to another hour, because when you do a job like this, you do not want to do it while it's hot. I would recommend you let this thing cool all the way off completely, or just do it in the morning time when you wake up or so, because I mean the fluid in this thing is hot as hell, burn the shit out your ass. So I mean, just don't do it, man. Hey, so hey, I'm gonna let this thing cool off. And alrighty guys, so what I did, I came over here and I went on ahead and unplugged the mass airflow sensor. It has a red tab on the bottom right here. I went on ahead and pulled that red tab back and then gently wiggled this thing as I pulled back and pulled that out of there. And I also 8mm, I took loose this bolt right here, took loose one down here, and I also gonna go ahead and pull this loose, and I also unsnap this tab right here, and I believe that's for the PCV valve or the overhead valve. But I pulled this tab loose right here, so now as I went on ahead and did this, I also unsnapped the 3 prongs from the air filter cover. So as I did that, I can go ahead and get access and remove this cover. Alright guys, so now that I can remove that air filter and this cover, I got all this access in here, so I can jump around up here and do whatever I want to do. But I'm gonna go ahead and drain this coolant. There's multiple ways you can go ahead and drain this coolant, but I ain't got that time for that bull job, fool around at the bottom of the radiator, fool around at none of that. Typical part, you should probably take off this belt right here too, because it could make your belt squeak a little bit when you do go ahead and crank this thing up. But we ain't worried about that, because shit, that bitch spin a couple of times, then all of it be slung off of there. So we're just gonna go ahead and take this bottom hose right here, let all of that coolant flow up out of there, and then we'll go ahead and have access to these bolts right here, which we'll go ahead and break loose, and then we can go ahead and pull the thermostat out of there. And as you see, it's leaking directly on the belt. Remove your belt so you wouldn't have any of this contaminated coolant. Add access to the thermostat. Now that we have that, have a smooth surface. 2012 F-150. Here's the thermostat part number from Advance Auto. And here's the gasket number right here. So let's get these things installed. Alright guys, as you just seen, I just went on ahead and reinstalled everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and top this thing off with coolant. Always make sure you guys get the right coolant for your vehicle, whichever it's Chevy or Ford or Mitsubishi, whatever it is. Just get the right coolant, because it really depends on it. Because if you mix coolant, then it can go ahead and clog up. I have a lock your system up. Next thing you know, your fucking radiator clogged and you're overheating, you got problems. Then you coming to see me, which is a good thing, but hey, not good on your part. So I went ahead and put everything back together, as you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and top this thing off right now, and we can go ahead and see what we got. This is the coolant we got here for it. I didn't release everything, so we'll probably just be using one of these, but we'll go ahead and get it installed. Yo guys, so as you did see, I did knock out that job in that F-150. So now I have this round about 2004, 2006, 2008, all around that year model. And now I'm gonna go ahead and knock these brakes out on these things, go ahead and